Behind the cape. First thing we got to talk about. Apparently, HBO Max has put the kibosh on the Arkham Asylum series that they were working on. Any thoughts on that?
Maybe too many Batman variations to go around.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe they're starting to wake up to, hey, if we have a franchise that's built on a main character, maybe the offshoot properties don't do as well. Maybe we shouldn't have as many of them.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like they're gearing up for all the DC material that they're going to put out, but
oh boy,
I mean, I feel like an Arkham Asylum series would have been the one to keep.
Yeah.
Me personally. Seems like you are excited about Now You See Me 3 coming out in November 2025.
I am excited. I like the Now You See Me franchise. The second one was a little bit wacky. Like, the first movie was great. First movie was awesome. Second one was a little wacky. We kind of shuffled the cast a little bit. You know what I mean? We made some creative decisions on the new additions there that didn't necessarily mesh with me or necessarily felt like they messed with the chemistry of the group. So I'm excited to see them get another swing at it in 3. It looks like everybody's coming back. Even Mr. Groomer himself, Morgan Freeman, Woody Harrelson, whole gang. So maybe this is the crescendo. This will be the last one.
Could be.
Have you seen both Now You See Me's?
I seen the first one. I didn't see.
Surprised you seen the first one. I'll give you that.
That's crazy. Why? Why are you surprised?
What's up?
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised?
Because you don't watch anything.
I watch everything.
My wife just asked you if you've seen Game of Thrones today, and you said I'm still catching up on that one.
I didn't say that. I said I will eventually watch on it.
Oh.
I will watch it. I will eventually.
So
watch
not that I'm still even catching up.
It's on the. It's
I
on the
will
list.
eventually watch it.
It's on the list.
Dog.
It's on the list.
It's been around since we've graduated.
Sure.
Like graduated high school.
Sure.
Holy moly.
I mean, first of all, that style of show is not my thing. It's just not. Like, I'm not a huge.
How do you know and you don't watch it?
Well,
How do you know and you haven't seen it?
Any kind of medieval.
Again, many of people who are watching Game of Thrones currently, even watching House of the Dragon,
No, that's
said
true.
the same shit and have realized that that is almost just like a backdrop.
I've heard that as well, which is why I'm willing to give it the chance, but I just have not given it the chance yet.
I've been wanting to give it a chance for the last 13 years.
I was gonna say decade plus.
For the last 13 years.
Decade plus, for sure. Okay, so a post has gone viral, basically stating that Anthony Starr, who we know as Homelander from The Boys, bullied his co-actor on the set of The Boys, the actress who played Maeve, supposedly.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is that why she not back? We haven't seen her all damn season?
Yeah, according to the post, he bullied her so much that she left the industry. And all of this is being covered up by the showrunners.
Or did she die when she moved, got Soldier Boy out of there?
I don't remember them saying she died, but I do feel like it was kind of
implied.
Like
that
her
she died.
ending was kind of like.
I mean, but she's impervious, right? She ain't supposed to be able to die because of an explosion.
True.
Anywho, yeah. Okay, so I guess let's get him out of here. Let's get him dropped by his representation. Let's make sure that whatever the next big project in line for him is canceled, and we label him an abuser. Let's do it. Let's get him out of here. Let's do it promptly.
So
right?
this is.
Let's not even check up on the story or check the sources.
Let's not check up on the story at all.
Nope. Let's go. Get him out of here. Let's go.
Yeah, this is coming
Let's
from
go. Get out of here.
a Instagram user named VaughtHQ, who I guess puts out a lot of information about The Boys. So I say take it with a grain of salt. But basically, this person said, I've been running this account for a long time, and you may have noticed I deactivated. Basically, he says he's done with the show because of all the stuff that he's hearing about the bullying of cast members to the point that they leave the industry, covering up for cast abusive behavior, the crew doxing
Homeboy
him.
Is actually Homelander? That is crazy.
Yeah, and then he answered in an Instagram story, did anyone else say about Anthony Starr and Queen Maeve? And he says, yes, a former actor of the show I spoke with regularly told me he bullied Dominique relentlessly and would be very inappropriate with the female guest stars. I'm not
Damn.
saying who told me because that will reveal who this actor is, and it's not fair to reveal them without permission. So there's supposedly another female actress who he's.
Homeboy's actually Homelander. That is crazy.
I was told by someone in costumes that Anthony Starr bullied Dominique McElligott so bad that she left the industry and would always fly back home instead of being with the cast because of him.
I knew it. William Moloch had it. She survived, but she lost her powers. And her girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember the girlfriend.
I was
I
remember seeing her.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Look.
The last thing he said is he's a bully, a sexist dickhead who has beaten up people on more than one occasion. So,
Ooh, William Moloch. No, you didn't put yourself in the same boat with Josh, only even worse. He said after he watches Snowfall, he's going to hop on Game of Thrones. Jesus Christ. What do you watch, William Moloch?
you know what, William Moloch?
If you standing in solidarity with him, you part of the I don't watch shit group. Y'all are part of the I don't watch shit clan.
You know what, bro? I might even watch Snowfall again in entirety
Hey.
before I watch Game of Thrones.
Y'all know how Bloods be like Suwu. Y'all be like, I ain't see that. That's like y'all gang call.
I thought it was
I
going
ain't
like
see that.
I thought it was going to like
Yeah, be like
rhyme
this,
with
there you
Suwu or something.
I ain't see that. Y'all be like, I ain't see that. So William Moloch, if we ever have like a con,
I ain't mean to do that.
or meet up or some shit like
I
that,
ain't
y'all gonna
mean
be
to do
like,
that.
I ain't see that.
I was trying to think of what Magic Johnson said in the LA show. I ain't mean to do that.
Anywho, what's up next?
All right. Despicable Me 4 and Maxine have both come out. One's doing very, very well, and the other one's doing not so well. Let's see. Despicable Me 4 opens with 122 million domestically, and the film has already made over 220 million worldwide.
Animation is cleaning up.
It is.
Animation is cleaning up.
That's definitely on
Inside
pace.
Out, Despicable Me
To do $1 billion.
It's doing well. It's doing well.
Meanwhile, Maxine opens with 6.3 million domestically.
Which I don't really know how to judge Maxine. It's A24 film. It's a little bit more of an indie horror take.
Mm-hmm.
So it already had a very niche audience as it was.
Agreed.
But Mia Goth is a pretty big star nowadays, so I was a little bit surprised for the opening, even still. This is a movie. This is a franchise really that's going to have better life watching it on linear, on cable, and watching it on streaming services. That I think is going to be a little bit more plentiful than its theater life, just because of the amount of marketing that went into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like it's not that big of a production, so its life is going to be a little bit more plentiful on streaming services where people can watch it, in the comforts of their home, and have it marketed that way through word of mouth. Kind of how like when something on Netflix pops that in what nobody watching before, or older movie that comes back through the algorithm or whatever. So I think there's a potential for a second life. It may just not be on the silver screen for this one.
Yeah. William Moloch said, I ain't see that. My boy. All right. I want to leave that for probably next to last. Let's talk about Emma Roberts and her bold-ass statement. Let me pull it up to quote it. Emma Roberts, who we know was in Madam Web, says that Madam Web would have turned out better if everyone didn't meme about it.
Girl, get on. Like this is the epitome of blaming the effect. Like blaming the causation.
No, blaming the effect on the cause.
Yeah, there you go. Blaming the effect on the cause.
The cause was the shitty movie you put out.
Would it even be able to be memed to the degree that it was being memed if it were good? Again, people act like they were out here memeing Avengers Endgame negatively.
No.
People act like Avatar got relentlessly dragged online or something. Like, no. Good productions are good, and people like them, and they say good things about them.
Yeah. And the movies that are shit get memed negatively, like
Save
Madam Web and Morbius.
Save me your old woman, get off my lawn bullshit. It's still the way it has always been. When people like something, they let you know about it. And when they don't, they don't. You're complaining that they don't like it. Yeah. Now, we can talk about why they don't like it. There may even be some legitimate reasons to your favor that we can disqualify for them not liking it. But when you won't even acknowledge the fact that they just straight up don't like it, honestly and truly, even though your friend so much as told us she didn't give a shit about the damn production.
Friends, didn't multiple people
Yeah,
do
come
that?
on, man.
Sydney
Come
Sweeney
on.
and the other girl did that, didn't they?
Like, if the star of the production is telling you that they don't give a shit, doesn't that tend to lend to the thinking that maybe the audience doesn't give a shit either? Just maybe. Just maybe.
If it wasn't for internet culture and everything being made into a joke, I think that the reception would have been different.
Bull.
And that's what bums me out about a lot of stuff. Even stuff that I've done is people just make such a joke out of everything
Bro, you
now.
are American Horror Story, and everybody and their mom knows, even people who love American Horror Story, know that American Horror Story has been down since Coven. Since Coven, it really hasn't been all that watchable of a show. Few highlights here and there. Now they got Kim Kardashian as a regular on there. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? People don't like your stuff anymore because it's not good anymore. Do better. What happened to meritocracy and pull yourself up for your bootstraps and all that other BS that y'all tell black people? Work harder, motherfucker. Work harder. Stop complaining.
For certain people, that got thrown out the window when social media came around and Stan accounts started being a thing.
My God. Meritocracy, my ass.
All right, let's talk about Giancarlo Esposito and his new role as George Washington Carver.
Yo, fam, I'm offended for you. Why did you take this?
Oh, you didn't... George Washington Carver?
Oh, George Washington Carver. No, that's not his name.
He's going to destroy
It's not George Washington
Captain
Carver.
America with a peanut.
This is not George Washington
You have
Carver.
a peanut allergy. Ha 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 ha.
It is George Washington Garver?
That's George Washington Bridge. I don't know. I've never... Well, obviously,
that was
lesser known character, I'm assuming.
Has ties to cable.
But why are you wasting Giancarlo Esposito on a character nobody knows?
Taking this role? This is one of those you say no thank you. Now, at least he is a black man. He's a black man. We're not race swapping, guys.
Yeah.
Whew! We avoided that. We dodged that bullet. But just like such a unknown character. Now, again, you know, MCU differs from comics in so many different ways. So maybe they have intentions of blowing this up and making it bigger than what it's been in the comics. I have the slightest bit of a clue why he needs to be in a Captain America movie.
Do we know what relation he has to Cable?
He fought with Cable, I think, or hunted Cable.
He is Cable's black friend?
I think he hunted Cable or something. I don't know. It had something to do with Strife, Cable's evil.
And at that point, because he's old, I'm assuming we're talking about old Cable, which
would mean the future, which, again, I have no clue what the fuck we're doing here.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't
not
know.
Doom, not Norman Osborn, sure as hell not Professor X. Which I didn't want Professor X, but even still, definitely not that. Far cry.
Sure.
George Washington Bridge.
George Washington Bridge.
Thank God we got that, because Lord knows we couldn't survive in the MCU without a George Washington Bridge.
No, but seriously, I would have been much more excited about this if it was George Washington Carver.
What if it's a pump out? What if it's a pump fake and he's playing somebody else? Ooh. You know, you got to throw that in there for the...
Yes, you do. You do have to throw that in there.
What if it's a fake out?
Okay, so like Up and Away, where their weakness was aluminum foil, I think it would be funny if this was George Washington Carver and he's a villain and Sam has a peanut allergy and he just destroys. I would watch that. That's like Tubi movies that are terrible, but it's good because it's funny and it's terrible. I would watch that. That would get me to go watch Captain America. So I'm just throwing that out there. All right. Anyway, the last thing we need to discuss. I thought I was going to discuss it next to last, but I guess not. John Cena retired. Kind of. Sort of.
There you go, Jason. I was getting ready to tell you to hold on, but I knew we was going to it next. Yep. So, yeah, man.
WWE's Superman? That's what we're calling John Cena?
If you're a fan, anyways, let him have it. My thing with this is that I feel like it's not an actual retirement. I feel like it's I'm going to focus on the other aspects of my career full time now. I will only show up, every 5.5, 6 years. Now,
Yeah,
he did
no,
say
no,
that
no,
this is
no.
going to be his last WrestleMania, though.
Anybody that says anything like this in WWE is setting themselves to come back up at some point.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back. He
Nobody
said
ever-
this is going to be his last WrestleMania.
Nobody's ever completely done with the WWE.
No, he's not going to be completely done. He'll show up every now and again when his name is invoked or something like that. They need a boost, some shit like that. But I don't think he's going to be. Well, first of all, I don't think he wants to be around for the Vince aftermath. Whatever's going to come from the Vince McMahon
That's probably a smart
stuff,
move.
I don't think he wants to be around for that. Let that dissipate. Then I can have a triumphant return.
Once a new owner is. See, everybody brings that up. I am
Time
more
is
of a
up, my
fan.
time is
That's
now.
when he was wearing the camo shirts and no. Bring back John Cena with the throwback jerseys, the lock chain, and he was talking about thugonomics in the theme song. With the denim jeans shorts.
He's
With
still
the
rocking the
jorts.
jean shorts.
Well, he
Still
always wore
rocking
jorts.
those,
Yeah, he always wore jorts. But throwback jersey, freestyling on the mic, straight buffoonery on the mic with the lock chain. That's the John Cena. If you want to call WWE Superman, that's the John Cena I want. That's my John Cena.
Cosplay on 1,000.
Hashtag not my John Cena.
Drake's favorite wrestler.
Yeah, because he probably ghost wrote for Drake at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Rock retirement. I agree, William Olak.
Vince only wanted Dark Me anyway. It's crazy.
Ooh, shit.
He should say the next match I lose is my final one. That would pop rating. That would. Hey, I'm still.
Hey, no, that actually, and I'm thinking about that. That would be hard to just go on a spree. Him challenging the biggest names in WWE on his way out, like that is a WWE farewell tour.
I'm still sick. Undertaker lost in a WrestleMania.
I mean, they had to do that. They didn't have to do it. They should have just let the man not come back. Anyways, don't bring up bad
that
memories.
pissed me off.
Don't bring up bad memories. Yeah, give me Brock, give me The Rock, give me Roman Reigns, give me Cody, give me is CM Punk back in WWE?
I don't think
CM
so.
Punk. What about
CM
Daniel
Punk
Bryan?
is-
Is he there?
I don't know that name.
Whoever the most popular names in wrestling for the last 10 years have been, he should try to go on a farewell tour and say exactly what Chill just said. I'm going to wrestle until
Oh,
I
maybe he
lose,
is
and then
on
that's gonna be
WWE
my final
again.
match. Goldberg, bring Bill Goldberg back out. What's Big Show doing? Bring Big Show back out. Have a Big Show rematch.
Well, it's the Big Show.
It's a big man show tonight.
Did you say Kane?
Yes, the Big Show. Kane's been been
a politician
an enigma
now,
to me
so,
since
like-
he took off the mask permanently. Like I don't.
He took
like
off the
it.
mask and became
I don't
Glenn
want it.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, if you're gonna put the joint back on where he had the hair connected to the mask, right? You gonna put that shit back on?
That
Hell
shit was
yeah.
insane. Why? Why is this a thing? Ooh, Randy Orton.
Yep,
Randy Orton
get
doing-
Randy Orton in there.
The Hardy Brothers.
He's gonna fight them both.
Yes.
I would.
And
I
the
would
Dudley
actually, I would
Brothers.
tune back into wrestling for that. If John
The
Cena was
Dudley
going
Brothers
on
and the Hardy
a
Brothers.
farewell tour
In a
he was gonna
TLC match.
wrestle until he lost.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
The
Let's-
Dudleys and the Hardys in a
Somebody
TLC
call
match.
up Hunter. Somebody call up Hunter and let him
Somebody
know.
called
Get an idea.
Devon Dudley.
Is he in the front office?
No, I just want to say Devon Dudley.
Anyways,
Oh man, somebody call up the Good Father. Do you remember that?
yes, I do.
Had a whole ass pimp. Like he literally walked out with hoes.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I miss wrestling. I should start watching wrestling again. That shit was funny.
Oh man.
Whew. Anyway,
remember we don't need you hoes. Remember that?
no, I don't remember that.
You
That's
don't remember that?
that's not a thing.
We don't need you hoes.
All right, it's been real. It's been real. Shout out to everybody on the live. Shout out to the what do we have? 17, 18 people.
Oh damn, you late as hell, Tony Robinson. Yeah. We had peaked about 22.
Stunning Steve Austin versus Rocky Maivia is crazy. No sir. Or Triple H before he was when he was like some what the fuck was he? He was
I
like
don't know
some
what he
rich, but like
he had bleached blonde hair.
yeah, that weird shit.
It was a weird time.
Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, bring back Kurt Angle.